Worldwide, every year, millions of people of all ages, races, and backgrounds make one of the biggest decisions in their lives: the decision to further their studies at a university or a college. Whether they are fresh out of high school, just finished a gap year, or have made the decision later on in their journey, each and every student must ask themselves if university or college is the right decision for them. You, watching this video or clicking on it, obviously have some connection to this decision. Whether you decided to go to university or college, or didn't, and maybe thought of how your life could have been different if you had taken or have taken the different pathway. There are over 25,000 universities worldwide that all offer a range of qualifications and studies for millions of people globally to gain knowledge and further or begin their own journey. Before making the decision, you should understand what universities and colleges are, how they work, and the differences between the two. What is a college? A college is a small institution that typically offers undergraduate degrees. Some colleges, such as community colleges or junior colleges, may only offer 2-year degrees. Most colleges offer bachelor degrees, and some colleges also have associate degrees. What is a university? A university is an institution that offers undergraduate and graduate degrees. University offers graduate programs leading to a master's degree or a PhD. These institutions also may have medical or law for students wishing to pursue professional degrees. Some universities offer special programs where their student can earn both an undergraduate degree and a graduate degree in a reduced amount of time. Generally, universities have a more diverse offering of classes and programs than a college because of the larger number of students enrolled. At the end of the day, the main question is tertiary education worth it for you? Going to a university or a college can be one of the best decisions you make. Not only does it give you the benefit and privilege of gaining knowledge and furthering or beginning your educational journey, you can also create lifelong bonds and relationships from the diverse range of people you will meet, especially since the majority of people you will converse and interact with will be of similar age and have similar interests, whether it's what you're studying, a sport you compete in, or so on. When deciding what you want to major and study in, it is important to pursue a career that you have interest in and can see yourself in the long term. Certain career paths simply do not need a college or university qualification. The importance of choosing a path that is right for you is crucial, as this will have long-term effects on your life. Although changing career paths is something becoming more and more common, setting yourself on the right path as early as possible can never hurt. There are plenty of places that you can look at for finding information on picking the right course for you.
When we are little, we are often asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow older? And as a child, the answer is usually something like an astronaut or a firefighter. Still, when it's time to make that decision in your late teens or even adult years, it can be extremely hard to find the answer. To help you come to the right conclusion and avoid a life slumped over a desk, here's 7 steps that you should follow when trying to find your ideal career path. Number 1. Make a list of your hobbies. Number 2. Discover what you're good at. Number 3. Identify your personality traits. Number 4. Determine what you want out of a career. Number 5. Talk to industry experts. Number 6. Research the job market. Number 7. Discover your core values.
Degrees such as engineering, medicine, and law are all fields where having a qualification is mostly required to pursue those careers. So investing those years and money into furthering your education is a great decision and investment for your future. But there are also degrees that are unnecessary and might even set you back further on your path than where you could be if you had taken a different route. Degrees in fields such as arts and speech are two that have caught negative stigma. The issue with these degrees is that they don't offer the best opportunities into the work field you were trying to enter, and the cost and time spent obtaining them might even set you back further than what you could have been just saving the money and looking for opportunities in that field without a degree. More than half of graduates with degrees in healthcare fields strongly agree their degree was worth the cost, and 72% said that it made them more attractive to the employer. Meanwhile, only about 1/3 of liberal arts majors said the same about the cost of their degree and the use of it in the job market. The main factor that puts people off committing to furthering their studies is the financial aspect. This leads to the question, is there a financial limit on the value of education? Although expanding your education and learning and experiencing these new things do have benefits, does all the debt you might be putting yourself under really benefit you in the long run? The average cost of college in the United States is $35,720 per student per year. The cost has tripled in 20 years, with the annual growth rate of 6.8%. The average in-state student attending a public 4-year institution spends around $25,615 for one academic year. The average cost of an in-state tuition alone is $9,580. Out-of-state tuition averages around $27,000. The average traditional private university student spends a total of $53,949 per academic year, and $37,200 of it on tuition and fees. Considering student interest loan and loss of income, the ultimate cost of a bachelor's degree may exceed $400,000. While university fees continue to rise in many parts of the world, some of you might be thinking that getting a recognized degree qualification, either in your home country or abroad, is simply impossible without having 4 or 5-figure budgets at your disposal, or without obtaining a scholarship. You'll be pleased to hear that this isn't necessarily the case. There are many countries worldwide where students are able to study abroad for free, or for a very affordable amount. You need to look no further than Europe. Countries such as Denmark, Sweden, and Finland, who all offer free university, but only extend their free education perk to students from within the EU. And Switzerland, meaning that the students from outside these regions must pay tuition fees for bachelor's and master programs. However, PhD programs in these countries are fully funded, offering exceptional PhD candidates. The chance of gaining a degree without paying fees and earning a salary. Non-EU students can also study in Finland for free if they study in either Swedish or Finnish. All over Europe, university is a lot more affordable, even for international students. Majority of courses will only cost around $4,000 a year, which is a much cheaper alternative. Overall, this is a decision you as an individual has to make. Whether you believe this qualification will prove value to yourself or to your future employer, and if the financial hardship you might find yourself in these upcoming years will be worth it. Another great alternative to immediately going into your college or university journey is taking a gap year. Here, Jay Goslin, the founder and president of Mentor You, speaks about the benefits and positives a gap year can offer you.
But they don't have to. I'd like to introduce you to Michael. Michael's currently finishing up his first year at university where he's studying business. At the end of his first semester, Michael had managed to maintain a perfect A average. A remarkable feat for anybody in their first semester at university, but even more impressive when you consider that Michael's average when he left high school was a B. And anybody that's been to university knows that this jump in grades in the first semester is exactly the opposite of normal. This is Kate. Kate is currently Executive Assistant and Media Relations Coordinator at an intellectual property firm. She got the job after bravely applying to an ad she saw on social media and skillfully articulating the value that she could bring to that company in an industry in which she had no previous experience. Kate's developed a skill that all successful people master, an ability and a willingness to push herself outside of her comfort zone on a regular basis. She'd be the first to tell you that until about a year ago, she wouldn't have had the confidence to pursue nor to perform in this new opportunity. And this is Josh. Josh is also finishing up his first year at university, where he's studying computer science and psychology. Not only does Josh do well in his courses, but he finds people and experiences outside of the classroom walls that help him explore his interests and implement his strengths. During his first semester in university, Josh taught English online to students in China at 6 a.m. every day. 6 a.m. every day. And then went to a full day of classes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called purpose. These are impressive feats for young people in today's world, a world where 14% of students drop out of university before the end of their first year, and 40% of recent university graduates are underemployed. And here's the thing. Michael, Kate, and Josh are, by every objective measure, ordinary. They have no greater intelligence, no greater access to resources than the majority of young Canadians. The one way in which they are extraordinary is that they were willing to stray from the well-worn path. They are innovators, and their willingness to try something new enabled them to build a sense of confidence and purpose that few of their peers enjoy. They're among the minority of students who made a deliberate decision to step off the academic treadmill for a purposeful gap year. During their gap year, they explored their own interests, values, and strengths, and they came to better understand how they could make use of their unique talents to improve the lives of others around them. So the question is then, if the benefits of a purposeful gap year are so great, why is it that so few students are choosing this path? And the answer is that everything they've seen and everything they've heard since the age of 5 has been pointing them down a linear path from elementary school to high school to post-secondary education to a successful career and a happy life. We push them along this path because we know that statistically, those who achieve a post-secondary credential fare better in terms of economic and social outcomes in the long run. The problem is that we all know that the path to true success is anything but linear. The problem is that we now know students on this academic treadmill are suffering mental health consequences at an unprecedented level. The problem is that no one seems to be actively encouraging young people to build their confidence, self-awareness, and adaptability outside of campus walls. Well, not nobody, actually. Since 1973, Harvard University has offered every admitted student the opportunity to take a purposeful gap year. In their offers of admission, they say, "We think you're great. We're accepting you to Harvard. Obviously, you're pretty talented. We'd love for you to come and study with us here. However, we'd prefer if you didn't come next year. We'd prefer if you took the year to go off and work, travel, volunteer, go out into the world and build a sense of purpose and gain an understanding of why you want to study, and then join us." The reason we offer you this opportunity is because over time we've seen the benefits to this program for young people. They come to campus more engaged, they perform better academically, and they actually have greater long-term outcomes in terms of career and life satisfaction. I'm not here to argue against the benefits of higher education. I think we're incredibly lucky to have the wonderful system that we do. I am, however, here to argue for purposeful education.
The recent global pandemic has also had its lasting effects on colleges and universities worldwide. The pandemic forced students to isolate and study online, losing the social factor that many students lived for, and that played a major decision in even making this decision to attend the campuses. International students was one group that had it especially rough during these times, not being able to travel and apply or attend to these establishments, and current international students were not able to travel back home and see family, showing that maybe there are other factors that go into deciding if furthering your studies is really worth it. Is university or college the right decision for you? Is the question each individual will have to ask themselves prior to making the decision. Obtaining a tertiary education can be really helpful in the future for further understanding the job market you are hoping to enter and helping you get into the positions you are striving for. Furthering your studies can also help you build good habits, create new relationships, and enjoy the overall experience and learning curve college and university offers. So if this video left you with any information, it is to really think and consider all the factors before taking this leap. Leave a like and comment on your opinions of this topic. Subscribe to Business Ventures for more weekly case studies and all the business and financial news you need.